What's going on, everybody? How are the hell are you guys doing tonight? We're going to hang out for a little bit. We're going to talk some upcoming 4K releases that I'm very excited about. We're going to catch up with you guys in the chat, see what you guys have been up to, talk about some recent topics that are maybe just going on, like the movie world, the horror world, or whatever. Whatever you guys want to talk about, we're going to talk about that a little bit later in the show. But tonight, we're going to be talking about the Arrow announcement for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which we knew was coming for a while. They had been teasing this for a couple of months. Little hints have kind of been dropping since then. I think it was even on an After Dark episode. They had that little short teaser announcement. It was like 15 seconds long. We watched that. Well, they finally made the announcement today. We're going to talk about that. We're going to take a look at that upcoming release. We're going to talk about the Nightmare on Elm Street box set because we got some more details on that, and I just haven't had time to do a video on it or nothing. So we're going to cover that as well. I'll update you guys on what's going on with the channels. Yes, because if you guys don't know, the guys who are here right now in the chat, the people I see, you guys already know this. But for anyone who's watching this after the fact or who may be new coming in, I do have two channels. This one is for the fun, like nostalgic movie type stuff. And then my second channel is purely dedicated to the Saw franchise. So if that's your thing, if you like the Saw franchise, go over there and check that shit out. We just got a new podcast going. We got 2 episodes in. Our third episode is going to be an interview with someone from the movies that I cannot yet reveal. But they're going to be a guest for episode 3, I think. Pretty sure that's the episode we're talking about. So there's that. I'll tell you guys what's going on with my Saw Timeline project, what's going on over here on the Movie Misfits side of things. But let me say hi to some of you guys first. Davey Deathray. Shout out to Davey Deathray. He kind of started this trend, but every time I see your name in here now, I can't help but do it. Gory Taiga! But the credit goes to Davey Deathray on that. It just kind of stuck. It totally fits. What's going on, man? How you doing? Antonis, what's up? Hell yeah, you guys ready to party? We're gonna party for a little bit. Uh, now I'm not gonna attempt to like do that in tune because I have no idea what tune you're doing. But when I read it, I thought of the little blue thieving fucker from the Spyro the Dragon video games. The one that's all like na 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 na. You guys know the one I'm talking about if you played Spyro the Dragon. That's how I read it. Probably not how you intended it, but what's going on, Uncle Filthy? So yeah, Uncle Filthy's Media Hub, guys. Go check his channel out. He kind of took some time away. Life kind of happened. But he's back to making content now. He's got some Nightmare on Elm Street things going on over there. I think he just put out a Kiss video, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't had a chance to watch that one yet, but I'm pretty sure that one's done. If it's not done, he's working on it, right? It's hard to keep track of my own shit sometimes, man. But we have talks about it and we kind of share what we're working on, stuff like that. Yeah, so what's going on, Uncle Filthy? Miss Carter, how are you doing? I think I said hi to you already, did I not? If I didn't, hi, good to see you in here. TMNT, it's gonna be a release. Yes, it sure is. Am I still here? I kind of cut out there for a second on my end, so hopefully I'm still good. Can you see me? Can you hear me? All clear. Do I need to play a clip to kind of, don't worry, I'm not going to play the damn Mac and Me clip, but I'm, by the way, guys, my Vinegar Syndrome 4K of Mac and Me is on the way. I cannot wait for that bad boy to get here. I'm going to do a video on it. Mark my damn words. I was going to do one for my Reanimator 40th, which I still might do. It's just going to be super fucking late because everybody else had already put out their Reanimator 40th anniversary 4K videos already. That's fine. If I'm a little late, I'm a little late, but I still might do that as well. But I'll do one for Mac and Me. But I'm not going to play the Mac and Me clip. We're going to party for a little bit. So, yeah, let's do that instead. Hell yeah, party. Yeah, see, again, David Deathray started that thing, and I gotta keep it going over here. Um, yes, sir. Put out the Kiss Destroyer and a Nightmare on Elm Street 5 in the last day and a half. There you go, guys. Go check that out. So yeah, as I said, we knew the TMNT release was coming. Some of us were speculating if it was just going to be the first movie or if they were going to do all three of the 90s films. I had a really strong gut feeling that it was going to be all three. It is all three. And I'm not a fan of TMNT 3. Uh, um, it did skip before you asked about it, but okay, good now. I thought so. It was fucking up a little bit on my end. But yeah, no, I'm not a fan of that movie. I think it's a piece of shit. I'm sorry. Like I didn't like it as a kid, and I don't like it as an adult. Two, I have fun with, of course. I grew up on two, but the first one is still my favorite, obviously. Um, but yeah, and it's just cool to get. It's gonna be cool to have all three of them in 4K in a nice little box. But let's go ahead and take a look at this box. Well, first off, here's just like the basic look of it right here. So yeah, guys, as you can see, those are both beautiful artworks, and it's got me kind of torn, honestly, because I really love the new artwork. I think it's pretty rad, but man, I am a sucker for the OG artwork. Now we're gonna find out when we look at the details that they are going to be individual cases. I'm pretty sure because they're going to have reversible artwork. In which case, for that stuff, like for Scream Factory, for Arrow, whenever there is the reversible artwork, I keep the actual case, the original cover, and then if there's like an outer box or something with new artwork, that's fine. But I tell you what, that poster for the first movie there on the right, that's too iconic, man. That is too iconic. So of course that one's standing out to me, but I also don't want to discredit the other one because that's some great fucking artwork too. But which one are you guys going with? I still am undecided, honestly. So yeah, I think they look very good. As you can see, they are individual discs, but I'm pretty sure they're going to be in individual cases as well. And then oh, that's Nightmare on Elm Street, which we will get to a little later. But yeah, TMNT. Let's go ahead and pull up the Arrow site and kind of take a look at this. Okay, so we are on the Arrow Video website. We can see the TMNT trilogy. You can get the limited edition Blu-ray set for both, or you can get the 4K set for both as well. See that there they are. And you know what? That price point isn't too bad, honestly. I think that's a pretty good steal right there, if I'm being honest. Um, I was kind of expecting it to be a little bit more, but so thank God it's not. But let's go ahead and just take a look at your standard Blu-ray. We'll just go with this one here. We'll kind of look at so yeah, launching in 1990 with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you know all that. It's giving you a little bit about the movie. Restored in glorious 4K and packed with extras. This radical set celebrates the legacy of Leonardo, Donatello, Michelangelo, and Raphael. Not the painters, the Ninja Turtles. And one of the most iconic franchises of the era, blending innovative effects, comic book heart, and early 90s attitude. Hell yeah. So, let's take a look at some of these like features here. Of course, you get the high definition Blu-ray, new 4K restoration of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from the 35 millimeter negative, which is pretty cool for those who care about that. And then new 4K restorations of TMNT 2 and 3 from the original 35 millimeter inner positives. Again, I'm not a super genius when it comes to that the specs like that. I know like the basics. But yeah, for those who do care about that, there you go. Original lossless stereo audio and remixed Dolby Atmos surround for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and then you get the DTS MA 5.1 for 2 and 3. This is interesting though. Brand new director's commentaries and brand new cast and crew interviews for all three films. That is awesome. So yeah, I'm glad we're getting some new stuff on here right off the bat in terms of features. We're getting new directors' commentaries and we're getting some new interviews. So yeah, that's pretty cool. That has me pretty excited. Let's see. Perfect Bound Collector's booklet featuring new writing on the film by Simon Ward, John Torani, forgive me if I'm mispronouncing that, and John Walsh. And then here we go, guys. Reversible sleeves featuring original and newly commissioned artwork by Matt Frank and Robert Rivera Padro. I'm probably saying that wrong too. And more to be announced. Full list of extras to be announced on September 26th. So a little over a month from now, they're going to be announcing even more features regarding and I'm pretty sure the features are going to be the same on all the various versions here. But again, guys, I still don't know which one to get because I love that. It's definitely going to be one of the 4K ones for sure. I have them on Blu-ray already, so there's really there's no reason for me to get the Blu-rays. Just haven't decided which 4K set I'm getting. But let me see what some of you guys in the chat are saying. Antonio says, I finally saw Megan 2.0 on digital last night. Have you seen it? I have not seen that yet. I'll get to it at some point. To be quite honest, I'm not really in a hurry. My worst judgment tells me to get both. See, I was thinking that too, but I was like, I don't have the space for both. That's my problem. That was my immediate thought too. Is like, well, I can get one now and then get one down the line, whatever. But which I might do that. They might get me twice, but just keep one open, one still like in the packaging and whatnot. Maybe, but for now I gotta pick one. So, let's see. What's going on, Saturn? I'm bummed coming out of their shells. The coming out of their shells tour isn't included. You know what? I'm not gonna say it will be, but I wouldn't be surprised if it is because I know you're kind of just coming in. But let's kind of go back here to look at some of these. So it says more to be announced, and then full list of extras to be announced September 26th. So it might come. So hey, I would where to go? Yeah, I wouldn't give up on that quite yet. I would love for coming out of your shells to be included on that. To be quite honest with you, that would be great. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. So all right, you guys ready to move on to the Nightmare on Elm Street set that everyone and their mother has talked about already? Now it's my turn. Okay, let's go over. We're gonna take a look at the standard release first. Okay, so yes, let me pull this up. You do have a couple different editions. I think Zavvi has one as well. We're not going to really take a look at that today. If you guys can go check out Zavvi's website, but I believe they have a set as well. But these are the American released versions. You got the basic one there with that artwork, which thank God we got better artwork than we did on the original Blu-ray set, because that artwork's fucking awful. But it's a nice cover. And then of course you have the Steelbook collection with all the original artworks on there, which is just fucking gorgeous. And I don't have the Wayne's World clip ready here, but she will be mine. Oh yes, she will be mine. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at the standard release here. So yeah, $99.95. It's 5% off. You could pre-order it right now. Coming out on September 30th. So again, that's a little over a month away as well. Hold on, I didn't know Spawn was coming to Arrow. I missed that one. I did know in the Mouth of Madness was, but so yeah, again, features wise, I don't really think they've announced much of anything unless I'm wrong. If they did announce features on like Dawn of the Discs or Disconnected or any of those pages, direct me in that direction so we can read off some of that. But I'm not seeing anything unless I'm just not looking in the right spot. Okay. Yeah, it says all 7 Nightmare films. Yeah, it doesn't really give me nothing else. But yeah, that is a standard release. Again, I don't know if I would pay $100 for that particular set. But hey, if you don't want all the extra shit, if you're not too worried about having them in the steelbook format, if you're fine just having that, then maybe there you go. But like this is the one that has been so fucking hotcakes right here. That steelbook set, My God. um, look at how gorgeous that thing is, man. Look, I've stood on for years. I have it up there. I didn't grab it. I should have grabbed it. Um, that the original DVD box set where like the spines all line up to make a picture of Freddy is still the best Nightmare on Elm Street collection until this came along. Because first of all, that outer box right there is fucking beautiful. Obviously, like I said, I love the original artworks there. Um, you do get the 3D glasses, but the bummer thing about that is you only get one pair. So if like you and your significant other or you and a friend both want to watch the 3D segment at the end of Freddy's Dead in 3D, you're gonna have to find some of the classic red and blue, which you can find online. And also if you have things like My Bloody Valentine 3D or oh god, there was another one. Um if you have Friday the 13th Part 3 for 3D, you can use those glasses that are in there for that. So all hope is not lost. But yeah, it is kind of a bummer that they only included one instead of like a standard two. Um, but and then of course you get like a digital code and all of that. That one I gotta have. I don't care if I have to pay scalper prices for it within reason. You know, if it's a ridiculous amount, which it's gonna be for a while, unless they, have it up for pre-order again, then I'll try my best to snag it. I didn't have the funds at the time it did, and it sold out, I think, within minutes, if I'm not mistaken. So that was gone pretty quickly. But yeah, it's a beautiful set, and so da, 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 da. I am so ready for Dream Master on 4K. I bet they're all gonna look in. You know what? Dream Master might look pretty damn good in 4K. I'm not like that movie's just fine for me. I'm not super high on it, but I don't hate it either. It's not one of my worst ones. But visually, like yeah, that's gonna look fucking stellar. Um, I see a chance that they're working on maybe getting that on there. Oh, okay. Are you talking about the coming out of your shells thing? That would be fucking awesome. Are we getting the uncut versions? Okay, so we are getting the uncut versions for part one and part five. Give me just a second. I'm gonna pull up like Dawn of the Discs here. And kind of pull up their thing because they might have a little bit more information. So just kind of bear with me here. But yeah, I think it's just for one, which you can already get on 4K on its own. And we are getting the Dream Child, which again, I'm not a fan of that movie, but having the uncut version on there it's like a holy grail thing for just Nightmare fans in general. But all right, let's see here. Break. There you go. Saturn says, "Break out the Vinegar Syndrome Silent Madness for 3D glasses." um, that this box set makes me look like an absolute asshat. um, okay, Dawn of the Discs. There's the Ninja Turtles. I had missed the Spawn one, which is gonna look interesting in the 4K format. That was Arrow that was doing that, right? I got to go down a little bit. There's been a good handful of announcements since then. That's my fault, guys. I wasn't prepared. Had a long day at work. Kind of just coming home and chilling, and wanted to kind of talk about this a little bit. Also, let me know what other titles, as I'm kind of looking here. What other upcoming releases are you guys looking forward to? Because again, maybe some people missed one. You had one job. I assume you're talking to Uncle Filthy over there. And or maybe it's me for just coming in unprepared. I have no idea. Where the hell is this Nightmare on Elm Street set? I was trying to. Oh well, it is what it is. Somebody in the chat can inform me because I'm about getting fed up with this. Okay. Anyways, yeah. What else are you guys looking forward to? I actually have a whole, I call it my shopping list, filled with things that are upcoming, things that are already out that I haven't had a chance to pick up yet. I would love to know some of your guys's. So there is a Monty Python and the Holy Grail steelbook coming out. I think next week. I think August 26th. Um, so Chucky the Complete series, I'll grab for the collection. The first season's really fun. Two and three, eh. Um, but I probably am gonna grab the Chucky Complete series set. Of course, Night of the Living Dead 1990s coming to 4K, and it's a steelbook, so I'm very stoked for that one. Clue is getting a 4K steelbook. They just announced Devil's Rejects was getting a 4K. Um, let's see what else. Oh, I got to grab Coneheads from Kino Lorber. They also put out Happy Gilmore. Oh, I got to get Repossessed. I've never seen that movie with with Leslie Nielsen. I love Leslie Nielsen. I love The Naked Gun, Airplane, all that stuff like that. But that's one I haven't seen, so I'm really stoked to watch that one. Who put that one out? That was also Kino Lorber. So I'll be grabbing that one too. Uh, Saturn says Jacob's Ladder 4K Steelbook. It'll easily be one of the releases of the year for me. Yep, I got that one on my list as well. What's going on, Kyle? Hi, Kyle. Um, anyone seen Weapons yet, dude? I'm hearing so much about Weapons. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. Um, right now my favorite movie of the year is Sinners. But from everything I'm hearing, Weapons has the potential to possibly top that. We'll see what happens. I'm sure I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna love Weapons, but will I love it more than Sinners? That's gonna be the question. I have no doubts that I'll love it. I know basically nothing about it except the basic setup. I haven't watched the trailer. I haven't looked at any marketing. Barbarian was quite good, so I have high hopes for that. And he's doing the next Resident Evil movie. Zach Cregger's is. So yeah, they're Saturn right there. Zach Cregger is 2 for 2 right now with Resident Evil isn't good. I hope so. He said something the other day that kind of pissed me off a little bit. I don't know if you could tell I'm a diehard Resident Evil fan right there. You can't really see it that well. And I've wanted a faithful, good, solid adaptation all my life. And I just haven't gotten it. I've had some fun with the movies for sure, especially, growing up in the 2000s when the peak of those Paul W.S. Anderson movies were coming out. Like the first one's a lot of fun. It's not quite Resident Evil, but it's a fun zombie action film for sure. Same thing with Apocalypse. Extinction's kind of a guilty pleasure, It's not bad, but the quality is starting to dip at that point. Forget the rest of them. And then Welcome to Raccoon City, again, as a fan, there was a lot in there that they nailed and got right. But what was frustrating about that is there was also so much that they did not. I was like, it's Resident Evil, guys. It's simple shit. How hard can it be? Anyways, I say all that because Zach Cregger said it's going to be in the Resident Evil world, like it's going to be in that realm. But it's not like we're not gonna be telling like Leon's story or anything like that. We're not gonna be like following the games exactly. And I was just like, what the fuck? I'm like, is it too much to ask? Really? But yeah, look, as I said, Barbarian was great. I'm hearing nothing but great things about Weapons. I'm sure whatever that Zach is cooking up, I'm sure it's gonna be good. It's just the fan of me is a little fucking frustrated. But I'm going in. I'm still excited to see it. It's fucking Resident Evil. So we'll see what happens. But yeah. What? Oh, Uncle Billy's talking about not Weapons, but the Mrs. and I caught the monkey. Dude, the monkey's so fun. I gotta rewatch the monkey. I haven't watched since it came out. Really enjoyed it. Had a lot of fun with it. It's still one of my favorites of the year. But I have to go back and give it a revisit because it's been a while. Let's see. I thought the monkey was fine. It was a fun one. The Last of Us, Resident Evil. Tell you what, I'm still in the middle of The Last of Us Part 1, the game, just because it pisses me off too much. It's a fun game. I love playing it. But when I get pissed off, I fucking rage quit. The Last of Us, and I haven't rage quit on anything in quite a while. But Last of Us makes me fucking rage quit at certain points. But I really did like the show. So I do want to finish the first game. I do want to play the second game. And I'll get to all that by the time season 3 rolls around. But yeah, so the Last of Us games are fun, but I really dug the show. And in fact, I'll do a whole video on how I would adapt Resident Evil and The Last of Us, kind of what happened with with The Last of Us plays into that a little bit because I think it's a good strategy. Um, we already talked about that one. The Monkey is on Hulu. Well, there you go. For anybody who hasn't seen The Monkey, go check it out on Hulu. All right. So, what else do you guys want to talk about? What's been going on? We talked about the releases. Oh, speaking of Ninja Turtles, I was talking with the boys today. Uncle Filthy being one of them. Chad, Danner Bobanner. I was always planning with like within like the third or fourth quarter of the year to do like a retrospective video on the original 1990 TMNT movie. And I was kind of talking with the boys today because the announcement, the Arrow announcement, got me so pumped and so excited. I was like, and again, we were just talking, and we kind of came up with the idea of let's just do a live stream talking all things Ninja Turtles. That's the movies, the cartoons, the toys, the video games, the merchandise, and let's fucking eat pizza. So I put out a post on the YouTube community tab. I think I made a post on Facebook as well in the Movie Misfits group. And kind of just wanted to get your guys' feedback on that. Is that something you want us to do? That's something that we're excited about doing. I can tell you that. We'll do like a Ninja Turtle special / pizza party because we want to get some pizza. Like I normally don't eat on the show because I think it's at least for me, I don't mind when other people do it. But I think I was like, well, I don't want to do that to my audience. And some might see that as a little rude or disrespectful or whatever. So I try not to eat anything on the show. But it's Ninja Turtles. We gotta have some pizza. So I think we might be doing that. 2003 is the best TMNT cartoon, hands down. It's fucking great. I tell you, it's still my second favorite, but I haven't gone back and watched that one since I was a kid. I watched the one from the 80s going into the 90s all the time because that's the one I grew up on. Then 2003 came, which I really enjoyed as well. And then I kind of fell off of the cartoons, to be quite honest, because there was a lot to keep up with. But I do remember 2003 being really fucking fun. So yeah. Okay, Ms. Carter wants to know if we have watched or if I have watched Sweet Revenge yet. So for those who don't know, Sweet Revenge is this 15-minute little short thing that takes place in the official Jason universe, which is a stupid fucking title, by the way. But so yeah, they did their first official thing in the Jason universe that isn't an Angry Orchard commercial, although it kind of is. It's not as much as an Angry Orchard commercial as I thought it was going to be, but it's still there nonetheless. I did watch it, so it's only, like I said, it's only 15 minutes. You can find it on YouTube, of course. I walked in with zero expectations. I didn't give a shit if it was good or bad or just in the middle. And by the time I got done watching that 15 minutes, I was just like, it was fine. There were certainly things that I liked about it that I wasn't really expecting to, so that's a plus. But I also wasn't impressed at all. I still think Jason looks fucking stupid. I'm not gonna get over that one. But some of the things I did like about it is, of course, the main girl's cute. She's cute to look at. But I can't really critique it because one, it's only 15 minutes. Two, it's not an official movie. So I'm kind of looking at this the same way I would as like a Friday the 13th fan film, right? That's the lens that I'm kind of looking at it as. And I will say for that, it's fine. I think it's better than a couple particular Friday the 13th fan films. But there's also fan films out there that I think are better than this. So take that as you will. But outside the main girl, I thought the kills were kind of cool. Again, for what they are, it's 15 minutes, guys. The gore was pretty good. I was not expecting the gore to look that good, and it looked practical too, which I appreciated. I really liked the location at the shot. I'm not sure where they shot it, but I loved the location. It looked good. The music, like the actual score, it had that very Paramount era Harry Manfredini type of score, which I loved hearing. That was really cool. And I think there's an interesting storyline in there. I just think it's too short. Had it been 45 to 60 minutes, I think I maybe would have liked it a little bit better. But because it's only 15 minutes, it kind of just came and went. I'll be honest, I probably won't ever watch it again. Um, I just don't care. But for the one watch I did have, there were a couple of things that I was like, all right, that wasn't so bad. There was a couple things I was like, yeah, this is just fucking dumb, and that's the best word I can describe it. It's dumb. And some people might have fun with that kind of dumb. Some people will not, like me. If they continue off of it, then it could be bad. That's what I'm saying. Like, had this been like a 45 to 60-minute thing, and they could have fleshed some things out, because I do think there's an interesting storyline here. We just don't have time to cover it. So the more I thought of Sweet Revenge, the more I'm kind of right there with you. Like, I had a little talk with Chad about it last night. We're kind of, just talking about it casually, and I was just like, yeah, I just didn't get enough. It didn't really do all that much for me. Um, I'll give that a watch. Not sure. Again, just look at it. Even though it is officially part of the Jason universe, it feels very much like a fan film thing. So kind of look at it through that lens is the best way that I would say to go into it. Um, does the mask look better in motion than it did in stills? No, not really. There is one shot where he's outside and it's dark and you can barely see the mask. That shot looked fine, but everything else, no, it doesn't. See, then thank you, Ashton. Ashton agrees. It does not. Except for like that one shot where he's outside and it's fucking night and you can barely see it. You can see like the red on it a little bit, like an eye hole. That was fine, but that's it. like, um, but yeah, we'll hang out for a little bit longer. I'm losing my shit. I'm all fucking over the place. Yeah, what else do you guys want to talk about? Okay, so let's talk about what's going on Movie Misfits. I've talked about this in another episode, how I'm kind of trying to manage my time a little bit better because I have so many projects and so many things I want to do, and there's just simply not enough time to do that and keep up with new watches and all that stuff. So I'm gonna try to spend roughly about 2 weeks at a time on each thing. 2 weeks on Movie Misfits, 2 weeks on Jigsaw Files, 2 weeks on the Book of Saw timeline, and kind of just rotate back and forth, with the exception of the occasional like random video or whatever thrown here and there, random live stream. And I just spent about the last 2 weeks doing Jigsaw Files stuff for our Jigsaw Files podcast episode 2. Next week I'm probably gonna start chapter 2 of Book of Saw. But I'm still probably gonna do some Movie Misfit stuff here and there because I want to start doing shorts. There's a lot of things I want to start doing. But I want to start actually like building some shorts content. I have a list of ideas, things to do for shorts. I'm just not sure how to present those shorts yet. So that's definitely something that I'm going to be looking to start doing here soon. Let's see. As far as live streams go, it's gonna be whenever I have time to, as always. Again, once Book of Saw is done next year, we'll try to get those back on a more like regular, more consistent and frequent schedule. But for now, we're gonna just do them when we can, when we can get the gang together. And by the way, guys, our last live stream, which was our top 10 favorite horror soundtracks, that was a lot of fun. That was also Chad's birthday bash. His birthday was on August 10th. That was fun. We got to have Brayden and Destiny from Fear Freaks, who I hadn't really talked to and I hadn't seen in a while. Like, I had seen them around, like I comment back and forth here and there, like on live streams and some of the posts that they make and stuff. But actually being on like a live stream together and just like fucking chilling, like we haven't done that in a long time, and it was really cool. It was really fun. So if you guys haven't checked that out, yeah, that was an interesting show. Gotta get going. Battery almost dead. Have a good night, Miss Carter. Thanks for stopping by. And she also said, I felt it was fine. I felt it was fine for it. Oh, okay. I felt it was fine for what it is. I agree. It's whatever. There's some really cool ideas that Chris is sitting on. That's all I'm gonna say. There is. I'm really excited about stuff. like I said, I got a collab that I'm doing with Planet CHH Christian. Not sure when. We're still trying to work out the schedule. I know what we're doing. I just don't know when we're going to be able to do it. Um, I talked to him a little bit. I think we were going to try to record this weekend, but he might have a gig this weekend, so we got to kind of work that out still. But yeah, I do want to do a collab with Planet CHH, and that's coming at some point. Um, it's just a matter of working out schedules. There is a Jumanji deep dive video that I want to do. It's one video. Don't worry. I'm not gonna do a video on like the whole fucking Jumanji series. I'm not gonna do a series of the whole Jumanji franchise. We're gonna be. I want to. There's a deep dive of the original 1995 Jumanji movie with Robin Williams that I want to dive deep into. Because you know what? I'll again. It's just a prototype thumbnail. But I do kind of have one made. I just don't have it loaded up. May tweak this. I don't know when I'm gonna have time to do this, but I definitely want to do this. Um, hopefully before the end of summer. So like before we get into October, I like by October 1st, I want this video to be done and out because I feel it's very much like gonna be like a summer type of feel to it. But yeah, is it loading up yet? It's not loading up, but yeah. Jumanji 1990 remembers or something like that. But yeah, I'm excited about that time, and we go way back, and me and Des and Uncle Filthy and Matt Facci, and we all used to. We were kind of like the Avengers in our own very small communities. We would do our own things, and then like once a month we would get together all on one stream about like a different topic. I don't know if you can. I think we were talking about like 4 or 5 years on the last live stream. So yeah, that was fun. And again, it's good still be in contact with them and still kind of checking once in a while. Started doing our own things. Life kind of took us on our own paths, and when we bump into each other from time to time, as you saw in the live stream, it feels like we never left. Like I haven't done a live stream with Destiny in so long, and yet it wouldn't be it wouldn't be a live stream with Destiny if we weren't fucking arguing about something. So again, it's picking up right where we left off. That was a lot of fun. Totally slammed a Whopper Jr. during the Lord of the Rings bit on that last show. God, that was fun. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I wouldn't mind working with Braden again. Dude is super chill. Yeah, he is. He's fun. Okay, let's see. Where are we at? We're about at the 40-minute mark. About 10 more minutes. We'll kind of just chill and hang out and whatnot. Let's see. I talked about the Jigsaw Files thing. I'm gonna start working on chapter 2 of the Book of Saw. It's a 9-chapter series. I got chapter 1 done. It's in the can. Like filmed, recorded, edited. That's all done on chapter 1. Now I'm gonna again. I took a couple weeks to do some movie misfit stuff, and then I did some Jigsaw Files podcast stuff, which we've done 2 episodes of. We did one as like an introduction, kind of talking about our origins into the Saw fandom, how deep our level of fandom goes, some stories from way back in the old message board days, from like the early 2000s, talking about like the IMDb boards and the House of Jigsaw message boards. That was pretty much episode 1. Episode 2 that we just did, we did our top 3 favorite traps from each Saw movie. So that was a fun discussion as well. And as I said, our 3rd episode, we're going to be bringing a special guest on. So that's going to be pretty cool. But I try to be the best. I try to be the best of the worst. There you go. Yeah, what have I been watching? I've got to watch the How to Train Your Dragon remake this weekend. Because I haven't got a chance to watch that. I hear good things. I like the animated films. They're really good animated films, actually. And it's the same director. He's just doing it in live action. But yeah, I kind of been putting the remake off for a couple weeks. I just haven't really got to it yet. But what else have I been watching? Like new wise again, 28 years later. I watched that. That was okay. I don't like it as much as Days, but I do like it better than Weeks. So that's kind of where I sit with it. I'm trying to think of like new shit because I just been rewatching a bunch of old shit. Oh yeah, the Lilo and Stitch remake was quite charming. Happy Gilmore 2, which I think we talked about in the last stream. Um, let's see. Yeah, I think new wise it's been about it. Ballerina, which I talked about on our Tales from the Misfits podcast with Chad when we were talking about all the stuff that we've been watching. Kind of get my quick thoughts on Ballerina. Yeah, I gotta get back in like an '80s horror zone. I haven't watched a good like '80s horror movie in a while, except Reanimator the other night because I watched the 4K of it. But I haven't really been watching too much '80s horror in a while. I did watch Piranha, the original Piranha, a couple weeks ago from 1978. Yeah, it's just I just haven't had time to get to the good shit. You know what I mean? I mean, I've been watching good shit, but that '80s horror is a different kind of good shit. Um, so yeah. So give me some recommendations for that. If I've seen it, great. If not, I'll put that on the list of ones to watch because I'm kind of getting in that mood again because it's been too long. But um, okay, let's see. Did I miss any comments that I wanted to address? Um, oh, Uncle Filthy says, and the toy line that came out with the 2003 cartoon, top freaking tier turtle time. Oh yeah, dude, you should have seen me in KB Toys, man. KB Toys, well, Toys R Us was cool, but I was always more of a KB Toys kid. And the shelf, the Ninja Turtle shelf at KB Toys, it rivaled the X-Men and Star Wars shelves for sure. But yeah. But yeah, no, I'm excited to do this Ninja Turtles pizza party thing. Again, don't know when we're doing it. We're gonna do it closer to when the 4K box set comes out because I'm sure we're gonna want to talk about that. So it'll probably be sometime shortly after the box set comes out. That's around the ballpark. But I think it's gonna be really fun. We're gonna talk turtles and all mediums. We're gonna talk about our stories and our memories with it. We're gonna eat some pizza on the show. We're gonna have pizza party, man. Yeah, I think it's a fun idea, and I think I might as well just talk about this too. I think we're talking about all. I don't know if it's actually going to happen, but we're talking about it. We're all going to get the color eye mask of our favorite turtle, and we're going to wear that. I probably won't wear mine most of the show, but let's see, rewatches and TV shows that I missed. Rewatches and TV shows that I missed is most of my watch history lately. Yeah. The Blob is sitting in the entertainment stand. Need to view that for sure. You've never seen The Blob? That'll be a first time watch. Let me know how you like it, man. I love The Blob. I think it's great, and not just for Shawnee. I just think it's a fun movie. Although Shawnee is great, man. So yeah, man. The Blob is fun. It is. Um. Let's see what else we got going on here. I mean, I don't think I missed anything. What were you talking about here, Uncle Filthy? Never mind. The monkey. Thought it was fantastic. The right balance of silly and gruesome. 4 out of 5 with a possibility to rise. That's about where I sit with it as well. Did I give it a 4.5? I don't remember if I gave it a 4 or a 4.5. I'll have to look. Let me just check Letterbox here. Right now, I have the monkey currently sitting at a solid 4. So yeah, that's exactly where I sit as well. We know why you like the Blob. Shh! Don't tell them. Y'all will watch 4 30-year-old men turn. Yes, exactly. You will watch 4 30-year-old men turn into 4 12-year-olds in real time. That's absolutely going to happen for sure. Okay. 45 minutes. What do you think? Was that a good enough show, or do you guys want to go like 10, 15 minutes longer? Completely up to you. We can get on out of here. We can call it a night now. But if there's anything else you guys wanted to talk about, again, I don't get a chance to do the After Darks very often. To be honest, I feel kind of weird doing the After Darks because I usually pick a topic for discussion, and we usually get through that topic very quickly. So the rest of the show, I'm like, well, shit, like you got to give me something. But yeah, no, it has been a long day. So if you guys want to pack it up, we can. If you guys want to go another 10 minutes or so, we can also do that. Ashley gave it a 3.5. Not bad. That's above average. That's above average. What are you guys doing this weekend? Like plans wise, do you guys have any plans this week? See, and comments like this don't fucking help. Dealer's choice. Fuck off. Just fucking tell me what we're doing. I'm not yelling at you. I'm yelling at Uncle Filthy. Okay. But all right. Chat's kind of dying down. It looks like, so let's just call it tonight. This was fun. You know, I'm really excited for this Ninja Turtles release. I'm excited for this Nightmare on Elm Street release. I'm excited for our next episode of the Jigsaw Files podcast. Chad and I will probably do another Tales from the Misfits. Not sure when. We're gonna try to do those like once, maybe twice a month. Just depends on our schedules and stuff like that. I know I kind of went dark. I didn't go nowhere. It's just my fucking computer does that shit when you like kind of bump it or knock it a certain way. It just does that shit. It's fucking annoying. Oh, you want to yeet me out? Is that what the kids are saying now? Right? You want to yeet me out? Is it gonna go like this? You know what? And on that note, I think we're gonna wrap it up tonight. This was fun. It was good to see you guys. Don't know when we're gonna do the next live stream. Yeah, I have to think about that and kind of fit that into my schedule. But I am gonna take a couple weeks off from Movie Misfits. I want to work on some Saw related stuff for a couple weeks, and then we'll kind of come back again outside of shorts, which I will figure out over like the next week or so what I'm gonna do with it, what I'm gonna do with those. Because again, for me, it's just figuring out how to present them. I know what I want to do shorts about. Just got to figure out. Back to my dude. My Name Is Earl is such a fun fucking show. I just bought the complete series digitally maybe a year ago, and I hadn't watched the show since it was on. And I had saw the first 3 seasons while it was airing on TV, but I hadn't finished the final season. So when I bought the complete series, I went back and re-binged it. It's still just as funny as it fucking was back then. Yeah, my Name Is Earl is so good. But good night, guys. We will see you guys on the next live stream, whenever that will be. I don't know when the next video will be, but it'll come. It'll come. Like I said, things are in the works. Just a matter of finding the time to. Good seeing you guys here. Hope you guys are excited for the. Oh, still got to decide which Ninja Turtle set I'm getting because I haven't decided yet. Last 2025 movie you saw on digital. Was it Lilo and Stitch? I can't remember. A Lilo and Stitch remake. I'll pull it up 1 second here. It was 28 years later. 28 years later, and then Lilo and Stitch and Happy Gilmore 2 and all that. I Know What You Did Last Summer, which I did do a video on if you guys want my full-on thoughts, spoilers and non-spoilers on the new I Know What You Did Last Summer, because I had a lot to say on that one. But good night, guys. I will see you guys next time. And in the meantime,
be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes! Be excellent to each other.